Welcome to Michael's Kids Club Winter Workshop. Today we will be making a penguin ornament. Join us for all 12 days of merry making. Enjoy!
Hi, my name's Megan, and today we're going to make a fun and festive penguin ornament. In order to create this ornament, you're going to need an empty plastic ornament. We're going to fill that ornament up with some black pom-poms. In order to make some earmuffs, you're going to need 2 red pom-poms, a chenille stem, and a pair of scissors. We're going to attach all of these things using some glue. We're going to paint a little bit with some white acrylic paint. You're going to want to have a couple of wiggle eyes to make your penguin come to life. And you're going to need just a little bit of orange sticky back foam in order to create your penguin's beak. Now that we have all of our materials, let's go ahead and get started. To begin making our penguin ornament, I'm going to grab a little bowl or a roll of tape or something in order to kind of hold my ornament in place. You can use a roll of tape, a little bowl, a little cup, and that's going to help you keep your ornament steady while you're trying to draw on it. So we're going to make a nice white belly on our ornament, and we're going to paint that using acrylic paint. So if you haven't used your acrylic paint before, there is going to be a little bit of a seal at the top that you want to pull off. But then you can go ahead and dip your paintbrush into this white paint. And we're going to go ahead and make a pretty big size circle for the belly of our penguin. So I'm going to outline the circle, and then I'm going to start making some brush strokes on the inside to create that white belly for our penguin. Now, acrylic paint is really nice because it does dry pretty quickly. But be careful until it dries to make sure that you don't get any on your clothes, and make sure you're working on a covered surface so that you don't get anything onto your furniture as well. So that's my white belly, and while my white belly is drying, I'm going to go ahead and make the orange beak using some orange sticky back foam. Now you don't need a lot of orange sticky back foam, so I'm going to take a little corner of this and just cut a little corner, not very big at all, less than an inch. And I'm going to make a triangle. So remember that a triangle has 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. And now I've made a nice triangle that can be the beak for my penguin. Once this white belly is dry, I'm going to put this orange beak on, and I'm also going to glue on the eyes and make the earmuffs for my penguin. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and stick the beak on by removing the white sticky part, the paper piece, and I'm going to put the triangle so that a little bit of it is on the white and a little bit of it is above the white into the body of the penguin. To create the black part of the body of the penguin, we're going to open this ornament up and we are going to stuff it with black pom-poms. So I don't want you to do this part by yourself. I want you to get an adult, and the adult can go ahead and pull out the metal piece and put it to the side, and then you can carefully put all of these black pom-poms into this empty ornament and fill up your penguin's body with black pom-poms. So I'm able to get these in pretty easily using just my fingers, but if you want to use a pencil or something to kind of help you stuff them in, that would be all right. So have fun putting all of these pom-poms into the body of your penguin. And if you want to shake it up a little bit, you can see if there's more space for you to put a couple more pom-poms in. And keep going until you feel like your body of your penguin is a pretty nice solid black color. Maybe just 1 or 2 more. Shake it up. And maybe 1 more right there. And that is looking pretty good. So once you have a bunch of black pom-poms in your penguin, you can move them around, you can fluff them, you can also add more if you want to. So if you feel like there's a space, go ahead and fill it in. And now we're ready to do some more with attaching the eyes and the earmuffs. At this point, if your adult is handy, your adult can go ahead and put the metal piece back into the plastic ornament very carefully. So please let an adult do that part. And then once this ornament is closed back up, we can do the rest of it by ourselves. So we are going to take our wiggle eyes and we are going to put some glue on our wiggle eyes. So I'm going to open up my glue and I'm going to put a bit of glue on this one, and I'm going to put the eye above my beak, so about here. That looks good. And then I'm going to put some glue on my second wiggle eye, and I'm going to put the second wiggle eye a little bit above the beak as well. So now I have my two eyes on my penguin. I have my black body, I have my orange beak, and the last thing we want to do is go ahead and make some earmuffs to cover up its ears and keep it warm. So if you have a chenille stem, a red chenille stem, and if you happen to have a ruler, you can measure 4 inches on your ruler and then take a scissors and cut it. If you don't have a ruler, you can always kind of guesstimate. So it's gonna kind of curve around like this, and it wants to go over top of the metal piece and onto both sides, so you can kind of guess about how big you want it to be and use your thumb in order to kind of press it into an arc. Then we're going to use our glue in order to help us glue these pom-poms down. So I'm going to put some glue onto each one of these red pom-poms. Here's some on this side, and I'm going to place it on the side about where I think the ear or the ear muff might go. And I'm also going to place some glue on this red pom-pom and put it on this side. Now, this white kids glue is going to be great and it's going to do just fine. But if an adult wants to help you and use hot glue, let an adult do that part. I'm going to keep using kids glue, and I'm going to put some glue on the part that's going to go over top of where the ears are and over top of the head. So I'm going to put a little glue on each part of that, and I'm going to go behind those earmuffs, and I'm going to attach my chenille stem behind the earmuffs. Now all of this will do a good job of sticking, but you're going to have to leave it alone for a little bit to let it all dry. But you've just created your own penguin ornament. So once this guy is dry, it's ready to be hung up on any kind of tree, or you could give it to a friend or a family member. And I hope that you had a lot of fun making this penguin ornament today with me, and I hope you come back and make all of the different winter workshop projects. We'll see you again soon. Bye.